And this is actually picking up from where he left off because the chief guest was about to arrive and I'm afraid he didn't quite get to say his full piece. So once again, we'll keep it very short, but I'm delighted to welcome back the CEO of Foxhog, Tarun Poddar. Tarun, if you join us again, thank you so much. And just a few unresolved issues that we'll quickly chat with him and we'll then get to the felicitation. Tarun, if you don't mind, it'll be a little short. Is that okay with you? Thank you. Thank you, Tarun. I was listening to your journey earlier on, and I'm sorry we had to sort of truncate it at that point of time, but we're back now.
Thank you.
All right, so of course, you are the messiah of rural India in what you've done so far, but if we can just remind everybody, of course, that Tarun has empowered rural India through his VC-ship, if I can call it that. Yep. Very, very laudable objective, of course, because that's where a large part of India lives. You might suggest that there's a lot of Indias, but that's a very large part of India. And I can only imagine the volume of work that you've done and that's still left to be done.
Thank you.
Is there competition in that zone, or are you very much the sequoia of work in rural India in terms of real estate?
That's the disappointment. We don't have any competitor.
Wow.
That's the biggest disappointment because, you know, every investor is coming to Delhi, Mumbai, Calcutta, all the metro cities. Why not in villages? That's the great disappointment for us, especially that, I mean, no one is in that place. I mean, we have launched VC for villages, you know, where, you know, I mean, abhi tak hum Indians, so we are not able to understand the traditional banking system, you know. Lot of people, you know, गांव में आज भी अगर ब्रांच मैनेजर आपको अगर डायरी और प्लस कैलेंडर देता है 1 जनवरी को तो भी बहुत बड़ी बात होती है उन लोगों के लिए, you know. So where they are not able to understand the traditional banking system, हम वहाँ पे उनको एक venture capitalism समझा रहे हैं, you know. And of course, I mean, the success we measure, like, you know, that we have minimized the rate of suicidal rates in the country. That's the biggest challenge that what we have done, you know, because हमारे देश में 6.5 लाख गांव हैं, 6.5 लाख villages हैं हमारे देश में. We have tapped more than 4,500 villages in the country, right? And हमारे देश में जो सबसे ज़्यादा जो किसानों के जो suicidal rates हैं वो आपके लोन की वजह से हैं, especially, you know, of course, thanks to government who has been helping to them, you know. But how about the interest rates? You know, why we're not able to minimize it? Who is taking the risk to invest in rural India? You know, I mean, why only the companies, like big companies? Why? I mean, just to play the games of balance sheet and the valuation, you know, where are the real numbers? You know, so there we are putting our numbers.
What's your average ticket size, if I may say so? What's the minimum, maximum ticket size that you found?
10,000 rupees.
Wow.
To the rural India, but we are not lending.
Till how much? 10,000
we are investing. So yeah. So there are two segments currently what we have been serving the country. The first, village areas, starting from 10,000 rupees to 75,000 rupees. Okay, and if you go to the, you know, I mean the cities, then of course recently we have invested $6 million. That's a cyber security company. So it goes in India. We have some capping because of Mr. Trump. Yeah. So up to 6 million right now we have been investing in the country.
That's brilliant. Now, you say that you're about the only one there in that space.
Yeah.
Yet, do you find that it's smooth going, or are there people who are not cooperating or creating speed bumps in your journey? How do you deal with the possibility of those who think that you're not on the right path?
See, obstacles are only until they don't know you. Okay. And I believe that, you know, unsuccessful is often untried. उन सारी चीज़ों के लिए हमने जिनकी कोशिशें नहीं करी है वो सारे अनसक्सेसफुल रहे हैं फिलहाल, you know. तो ये obstacles are there. The biggest obstacles are awareness, you know. Until we tell them that कि we are only not being the part of your profit, but we are also bearing the profit and loss both, they are okay with that, you know. So this is what we are doing: awareness and then delivery.
What about the acceptance of your assistance? Do you find that in villages at times people are a little wary? क्या हो रहा है? क्या ठीक हो रहा है? ठीक नहीं हो रहा है? So do you find some resistance to what you're doing or open acceptance?
No open acceptance. Okay. No, that's not like that because जिस तरीके से हमारी गवर्नमेंट माइक्रो फाइनेंस को लाइसेंस दे रही है, ठीक है? I mean, we are struggling about it. Okay, because no one is, especially even in India, big companies are even, they're not ready to sell their company ke part. They're not even ready to sell the shares of the company. In spite of that, they simply tell, okay, fine, just get the collateral and give me the money. That's the mentality right now, right? Even the VC concepts are very new in the country since when, maybe before the Paytm or maybe Flipkart may have raised some funds, So still, basically our team is trying to make them learn first and then to deliver. So there are resistance.
Well, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. And have you seen how your support is reflected in the daily lives of people in the villages who get your support? A few examples of that, please.
I'll tell you a few examples. एक तरफ एक बैंक है और एक तरफ हमारी कंपनी का ही ब्रांच है. जब once someone is applying for a loan, there are principal amount that they have to return, right? There are EMIs they have to pay, right? And then again, under the timeline, आपको सारी चीज़ें पूरी करनी होती है. But here we have, कि if you have, suppose that कि आपको गेहूं की खेती करनी है, you just simply come to our branch. आप बताइए कि गेहूं की खेती है, 3 से 4 महीने का पीरियड होता है. Simply let us know the amount. Let's have a general agreement. Next you get an amount, right? No EMIs. No timeline foundation, आपके पैसे आ गए, just do the business. Once there are cropping, 3 से 4 महीने में आपकी कटाई होती है, the people from NABARD or someone is coming there, आपकी कटाई होगी, मेरा profit मेरे पास, आपके पैसे आपके पास, कोई झंझट नहीं.
Perhaps I shouldn't be asking, but people are concerned, investors or otherwise, or about the percentage of NPAs, because sometimes one can run into a bit of a problem for one reason or the other, and it becomes difficult to pay back. Do you find that that's a very, very small percentage?
Let's cut the word NPA, because we are not the lenders, right? We are the investor, right? That means कि we are bearing the profit and loss both. हमने तुमको बोला ही नहीं कि आप हमें पैसे return करो. That's the profit that we are sharing. So there is no NPAs in there. Let's cut the word NPA. NPA हमारे में है ही नहीं.
My apologies for using the term.
No, thank you. So we are not the lenders. We are the investors. We are the VC. Especially we are known as VC for villages, and no one is in this space till now in the country.
Well, you mentioned the fact that you got 57 companies investing.
True.
And the number of villages in India and how far you penetrated
4,500.
that. Yeah. So what is your next 5-year goal? Is it obviously to get more and more villages?
We are running behind to get the commercial banking license in the country nowadays, by the way. Yeah, so, and we have also launched our lending program with the name of FinCo Microfinance. We recently have launched just to provide the services to them who are actually not interested to get the service of VCs. So of course, next 5-year plan is to get the commercial banking license somehow, right? We are trying for that, and of course, there are villages, especially in Jharkhand, Bihar. We have more than 99 CSP centers, especially in Bihar, right? What we have approached and what we have done, like कि ये झारखंड जैसे कई ऐसे गांव हैं जहाँ पे बिजली नहीं है, but हम हैं वहाँ पे, So this is what I want. And currently what we are planning, the villages especially in Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, there are places in Bhagalpur, Muzaffarpur, even the nearby areas in Jamshedpur, So, abhi bhi wo pasand kar, they are actually not welcoming the development, So the biggest challenge that currently what we are doing, just to let them know that you must welcome the development, just not for your development, just the development of our country, because that's important.
That's very noble.
Thank you.
And congratulations, Tarun, for everything that you've done. It couldn't have been an easy journey, but more wind beneath your wings, more power to you, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Tarun Poddar.
Thank you so much.
CEO of Foxhog. Thank you so much. And I'm glad we were able to conclude our conversation. Thank you. All the best.